All right, that's pretty much it. Ankles in pain. I'm out here running on that bad boy, and so yeah, basically I started hurting probably about a week, probably 2 weeks ago, and I gave it like a week rest to kind of heal. It didn't want to heal, and I ran out again. It got worse. I was like, all right, let me give it some more time. I was running the other day, and it was probably the most amount of pain I started feeling on my ankle. So what I did is I started to divert the pressure from the back, or kind of like the flat-footed portion where you're supposed to be running, from the back to the front. You know how you roll your foot as you run. Then I tried to divert it to just being on my toes or just the front, and the pain started to increase. I actually started feeling it up my hamstrings, and in the back, in my back, in my butt, in my back, and it was just an incredible amount of pain. But the beginning stages, the root cause of it was in the ankle, and that was actually, I can almost feel like tearing, and it's excruciating amount of pain. It started to swell up, and it swelled up as I was running. I had to run back. That's when I started realizing it was swelling up for days and days. So as I'm running, I'm telling myself, okay, move it over here. Let me aid it. Let me aid the pain and put my foot this way. Let me slow down a little bit. Let me try to stiffen up this way to try to get so I don't run on the pain. So I want to avoid it. I want to try to stay away from it. And all that pain in my back, my hamstrings started getting worse. It started to affect me mentally. I'm like, damn, I got like a few more miles to go. I'm like, I gotta get home. And I'm starting to get myself frustrated. And if you look at that little simple thing, I know it's nothing because we all go through some traumatic experiences. I did myself. But if we look at something like that, sometimes in our daily life or just in your week, sometimes things are trying to speak to you and tell you things. So for example, if you go and try to aid your pain or aid your frustration of what's going on in your life, and you try to divert it, you try to avoid it, you try to maybe take something for it, maybe you try to you don't want to go to work, or whatever the thing is, you don't want to. In my case, currently right now, I'm like sometimes getting frustrated because I don't want to study. And when you continue to avoid those things, what happens? More pain is added on you. More frustration is added on you. You have to face it. You have to face whatever it is that's bothering you or frustrating you, whatever it is that is a major problem in your life. You have to go towards it 100%. Because it's the only way it's going to be eliminated out of your life. Sometimes we don't want to face the people in our own house, in our own home, our own family. And if, we all have our problems. I'm not going to touch on personal things and stuff that I know personally, but I myself have personal things, and we all do. But you got to face the issue. You got to face the issue head on, be direct. You have to move forward. If you don't, you're just going to create other issues that surround you, and then you have multiple issues surrounding you at once, and it's going to be harder and harder for you to get out of. So what I did is I put my foot back in that same space that I was running in, where I felt like it started. I continued to push forward. I just took some deep breaths. I started talking to myself, started getting into that zone. I started feeling comfortable in that pain. I started feeling comfortable. And my breathing got comfortable. My mind started working. It was flowing really good with my body's energy. And I'm like, okay, the pain's there, and so what? So what? And I'm working with it, and I'm gonna deal with it. And that's the same thing for you. So when you have to get into the space of difficulty, into that space of pain. And when you do, you'll realize the amount of threshold that you have is incredible. We can take so much. We can. Now I don't promote you to want to go and take pain and go and suffer and this and that, but if you are dealing with something, face it head on, get into it, get into the situation, deal with it, and you'll learn how to survive through it and get out of it. That's all I have to say. Take care. Love and respect all people and all things living. Bye.